So let's talk about how to make your goals more doable. And one of the things is definitely to break them down. So I'm like so glad you said that. The first one is to get super specific. Like I will keep saying over and over to you guys, like no, get more specific. No, get more specific about what that means. Like the craft show goal was just perfect because she said I want to go from this number to this number. If she had just said increase my craft show exposure, I would say, well, what does that mean to you? Get super specific. And what I actually want you to do, we'll come back to that in a second. So the next thing is to recognize the support you have and the support you need. And if you flip to page 45 in your workbook, you will see that I ask you to think about the tools and support that are already in your life. And the reason why I'm talking about this now is because I think that what keeps us from really working hard towards our goals, taking consistent action, is a fear that it's all gonna be too much. That we're gonna have to do it all on our own. I know that is terrifying if you think you suddenly have to do you're just gonna have more work. Like we all are already busy enough, we don't need more work. So recognizing the support you already have in your life and the support you'll need to reach these ideas of what you wanna do in the next year. And this could be somebody that you hire. This could be a cleaning crew to come into your house. This could be, like for me, it's my husband making dinner most nights. It's also about finding a way that I can clean my house that doesn't get in the way of my business or in the way of my resting. It's like we have a little plan for how things get done. That is a support structure. For me, a big thing here was finding the budgeting app that makes my financial life easier, because that was a big stressor. So in case you want to know, youneedabudget.com. I love it so much, I've recommended it to all of my students. But that was a support that I needed that was just like a constant stressor, like in the back of my head, and getting that out of my head and into a system made my life so much easier. So it can be any kind of thing that is causing you frazzlement. It's like hiring somebody to do your books. That might be the support you need. But by getting this out of your head and onto a list, it doesn't mean you're gonna go run out and like buy all of the support you need now or get everybody in line, but you'll be keeping it in mind. This will do two things. One, this will help you feel like, okay, I could do this, right? Like this goal isn't that crazy. I could do it because I know I'm not alone. And the second thing is, when things start to get crazy, you can go back and go, wait, this is what I need. I could make this easier on myself. I can ask somebody else to come in and do part of this for me. This could be paid support or family support or any kind of things. I mean, maybe your kids just need to start making their own beds, right? Like, or maybe you need to make them responsible for cleaning their own rooms. There's lots of ways that you can get more support in your life. And I think that as women, who are often the caretakers of our whole families and friend groups, that we can forget that if we have a big goal for ourselves, we need to maybe let go of some of that stuff, maybe ask other people to take care of us in some ways. And so recognizing this can be really powerful in helping you get closer to your goal. The third step to making your goal more doable is to keep it in line with your North Star. And you'll notice we keep talking about motivation and North Stars, and that's because if you have a goal that is not actually something you deeply care about, that's gonna bring you closer to what you want in your life, it's not gonna be doable. You're gonna keep fighting against it. It's not gonna fit in with everything else you want. So if your North Star was growth, your North Star was sustainability, you have to fit your goals into that. Don't fight against it. You know, if your North Star is gentle, don't make your goal to do some crazy project where you have to work 80 hours a week. So this is just the double check that you really are creating what you want, that when you set a goal, it's really in line with the big picture of what you want out of your life. And then the last point is just to be flexible. You will get to your goal if you're flexible about how you get to it. You might not get to it in the timeline you think, you might not get to it the way you think, it might look completely different than what you had imagined, but you can get to it if you're flexible. And the main thing about flexibility is that things are gonna change. Your goal is gonna change. Your life is gonna change. The things you care about are gonna shift, and you're only gonna realize that by taking action and realize, oh, I really thought I wanted this goal, but come to find out that's really boring, or that's really stressful, or that's just not interesting to me anymore. So if you're flexible, you will change things up and go in a different direction.